Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, to talk about some news. The quality's messed up for the next few videos. Sometimes my computer does that, I just can't help it, but whatever. So, we'll talk about some NBA news over the last, 2 days, then I'll do another NFL video, and then a wrestling video, because I want to talk about some wrestling, so, a few news videos coming out today. So, first thing we'll talk about is Dillon Brooks on Luka missing tonight's matchup versus Memphis. So he had some comments on it. He said, quote, "It goes to show that sometimes they ain't ready to come back to a physical game." Dillon Brooks on Luka missing tonight's matchup versus Memphis. Dillon Brooks and Dillon Danis, remember, I think he's a former UFC fighter or something like that. He talks a lot of trash. They would be great friends because they don't actually fight ever. No kidding. But yeah, they would be really good friends. Let's see how much talking or winning they do in the playoffs this year. Let's see how these two teams do in the playoffs. And who keeps asking Dillon Brooks for his opinion? You got bench players acting like starters. Man. With all the attention Dillon Brooks gets, you'd think he'd be a top 15 player in the league, but it's just for his trash play and his shitty attitude. So attorneys are accusing Shaq of hiding inside of his house to avoid a FTX lawsuit. Over the past month, the 7'1" tall athlete has allegedly hidden inside his home when processed servers appeared at his door with court papers. But this pic, though, they used. It's really stupid that they're suing him and other people who were as duped by SBF as his customers. But I think this is just fake news. I don't even know if this is real.
Hey Siri, I'm bored.
But he's on inside the NBA twice a week. The people who serve lawsuits are just regular people like making $16 an hour. They can't get close to this dude.
Are you looking for Beagle Live?
I mean, the thought of Shaq trying to hide though, like he's 7'1", how are you gonna hide? Spurs players shot a total of 19 of 32 versus Nikola Jokic last night per NBA stats. He's never been a good defender. He's been an elite playmaker, scoring, rebounding, assisting, but he's never been a great defender. So, but yeah, they combined for 38 points against Nikola Jokic, I believe, last night, 19 of 32. So yeah, it's not good. Definitely not a good defensive performance last night from the Joker, but he still put up a really good 37-point triple-double. You know, they lost to the worst team in the league, but I think the Nuggets will be fine. Nikola Jokic is still the favorite for MVP. Cam Reddish talked about his limited role with the Knicks. Quote, "It had nothing to do with basketball. It was all the politics, all the favoritism, shit like that." Cam Reddish on his limited role with the Knicks. I mean, he may be right about. Excuse me, I'm professional. He may be right about that, but the Knicks have played their best basketball without him. I think it's been much more about acquiring Hart than having Cam on the team, most likely. That may be true, but why start him in a few games and then weirdly give him did not plays, just not play him at all? But both these things can be true. And it was pretty obvious from day one. It wasn't about basketball. It's all about favoritism. But the Knicks are still winning games without him, so. So, Isaiah Thomas, he talked about possibly returning to the NBA. Hopefully something come on my phone soon, said Isaiah Thomas, returning to the NBA. The only thing coming to your phone is a text from China. You're playing in China, Mr. Isaiah Thomas. Like, dog, nobody wants you. I don't want to say this so disrespectfully, but he fell off. Nobody wants him, man. How do we tell, Mr. Isaiah Thomas, the midget? So, There's been a lot of players that have had multiple 40-point games this year. Players score 40 plus in a game this season. Damian Lillard's done it 14 times. Doncic has done it 12 times. Embiid and Giannis have done it 11 times. Jason Tatum 10 times scoring 40 points. Donovan Mitchell 8. Booker with 6. Jokic and Levine and LeBron and SGA and Curry all with 5 40 plus point games. Clay has 4. Randall and DeRozan. Cam Thomas, Kyrie Irving, Jalen Green, Paul George, Garland, Durant, and Brunson, each with 3 40-point games. Trae Young, Porzingis, Poole, Murray, McCollum, Markkanen, Halliburton, Davis, each with 2 40-point games this year. And then 1 each for Williams, Zion, Williamson, Vucevic, Turner, Simon, Siakam, Murray, Morant, Maxey, LeVert, Leonard, Kuzma, Ingram, Holiday, Grant, Fox, Edwards, Jaylen Brown, Mikal Bridges, RJ Barrett, and Tyler Hero, each with 1 40-point game this year. We've had 3 60-point games this year from Lillard, Mitchell, Doncic. A bunch of players scored 50 plus scored 50 plus in a game this year. It's just how times have changed, man. So many 40, 50, 60-point games this year. It's just crazy how much talent is in the NBA. So, the top 10 MVP ladder was yesterday. So, Jokic, another week. Number 1 for Jokic, Embiid at 2, Giannis at 3, Tatum at 4, Luka at 5, Durant at 6, Randall at 7, Sabonis 8, James Harden 9, and Shai Alexander at 10. I think Nikola Jokic is worthy of a third MVP. I think it's just Philly fans are salty and Embiid's still not on number 1, but who cares, man? James Harden, I think, should be higher on this list. He's played so good this year. I think he should be going up. But he's averaging a triple-double every game. People say, oh, he scored under 20 all the games during the week. It's because he's not shooting. He's literally just passing it. So, Ja Morant was investigated by the police for assault after allegedly clashing with a high school student back in September, per TMZ Sports. Cops investigated Ja for simple assault, intimidation. No physical contact, but no charges were ever filed. Just more drama around Ja Morant. Just more drama. Such great representation for your brand, Nike. You let go of Kyrie Irving, what he did wasn't right, at least to me. But the things about Ja Morant are just so much worse. Man, he has so many incidents. He thinks he's a thug. Like, come on, dude fucking thinks he's a thug.
I'm on my way. You guys are in a crisis.
So, Dillon Brooks says the Grizzlies locker room doesn't need vets like Carmelo Anthony or Dwight Howard. These guys are trying to get back to the league. They're not trying to hone in on a guy and be a vet. A real vet is like Udonis Haslem. Who keeps going to Dillon Brooks for quotes? Like, who keeps going to this dude for quotes? Like, at least Dwight and Carmelo can still play. Haslem would probably just kick Brooks' butt for being such an arrogant little shit. It's corny. This is the corniest team in the league, man. Such a corny team. He's the last person to be going to for quotes. Let Lil Bro accomplish something in his career first, than leading the league in fouls. He talks like he can carry a team to the finals. Like, don't disrespect these two veterans like Carmelo Anthony and Dwight Howard. Have you not seen Dwight Howard playing for Taiwan? Dude's a monster. Would he do that in the NBA? No. But he can still provide you quality minutes. Like, Dillon Brooks continues to aim fire at Draymond Green. I ain't out there getting into physical altercations with my teammates. I mean, yeah, he's not wrong, but no, I guarantee you, nobody on the Memphis Grizzlies likes Dylan Brooks. And I guess he can say back in response, you ain't winning rings with your teammates. They talk too much to have accomplished so little. Dylan Brooks on Draymond, he said, I know I'm a better player than him as well. Dylan Brooks is just a poor man's Patrick Beverly. And why does he think he's better? I mean, where's his defensive player of the year at? Where's his 4 rings? Just saying. He's more valuable to the Warriors than Dylan Brooks is to the Grizzlies. Zion Williamson is only averaging 28.8 games per season since entering the league via The Athletic. Yeah, Zion Williamson is just too injury prone. I don't know if the Pelicans will give him that big contract when it's time to pay Zion Williamson. I'm surprised it's that many. I don't know if he'll ever play 55 games in a season, man. Like, I just don't even know. He's a special talent when playing, but that's the issue, is he's constantly hurt, like. Giannis Antetokounmpo says Old Dominion was the only college to give him an offer. I mean, not surprised. Minimal talent gets minimal offers. That's crazy. It was Old Dominion. Kyrie said it's 15 guys on the team, and I'm the one cancer in the room. That's what it's portrayed as. These older, bitter gentlemen and women keep my name in their mouths every day. What is he cooking? Like, win a playoff series this decade and then get back to us, Mr. Irving. And then he said gambling and sports betting is completely taking the purity and the fun away from the game at times. There's a difference between being a diehard fan, supporting your team, and loving your team versus somebody that's betting on a parlay or somebody that wants to hit. He's spot on here. He's spot on. I actually will agree with Kyrie Irving. But I don't think there's a single gambler claiming they're a fan of someone they bet on. They're just betting on it for fun. So, I do get it from one point, but I don't agree. So the NBA plans to add a Hawkeye. This opportunity will provide the opportunity to enhance officiating by increasing the accuracy of calls and the speed of gameplay, including the future seasons, through automated calls on plays such as out of bounds and goaltending. If there's anything that shouldn't be missed, it's definitely an out of bounds call. Well, it sometimes can be missed if there were 2 players who touch the ball out of bounds, but the Hawk ain't seen who the ball goes off of. And Scott Foster ain't gonna like this. One of the worst referees in the game right now. And the petty techs, the technical fouls are a problem. Yeah, but this is the Fred VanVleet effect after he called out the referees a few days ago. Some of these calls are just damn close to rely on the human eye to make it, so thank God they're having a Hawkeye. There's some concern within the Suns organization that Kevin Durant has a grade 2 sprain and commits the remainder of the regular season and potentially the start of the playoffs. So remember, he suffered a grade 2 ankle sprain warm-ups when he slipped. So he's gonna miss the remainder of the regular season, and he might potentially miss the start of the playoffs. There's some concern within the organization. The Nets are expected to keep or to bring back Sean Marks. Nets fans are not going to like this news. Them bringing back Sean Marks. I don't know why they're bringing him back. There's not enough available evidence to charge John Morant with a crime per Glendale, Colorado Police Department. Pretty much, AKA somebody paid them to hush hush, basically. Greg Oden used to stay in the house for 2 straight weeks and felt ashamed to get outside after leaving Portland. So he basically felt like he let the organization down, Portland down, the fans down. I don't think somebody should have to feel like that. He's living a good life now. He's a good dude. So Sean Kemp got arrested. Apparently fired some shots, so that's less they expect to see from Sean Kemp, but that's crazy. Him, John Morant, and Miles Bridges are gonna make a good all-prison team. But yeah, that's all I'll say for this NBA video. So until next time, Peace.